File servers have served multiple purposes over the last 20, 30 years. They're a place for people to share files, a place to have centralized data, to back up user data. If I were to go visit 10 customers and go through their file share, any company of any length of time that's been in business for a length of time, I would find new folder 1, new folder 2, accounting, old accounting, and they have this digital hoarding process. So many of you are familiar with logging into the 365 portal. Let's take a look at some SharePoint content. Let's say you were in the marketing group and you wanted to see what was going on in marketing. We'd have our news, we have our activity, and whatever kind of top tier documents that marketing might be using could be available here. So if I was interested in this international marketing campaign Word document, I could simply click here. This could be edited right in the browser. Most of the functionality of Word is available right in the online version. So I can see the file was introduced initially, 2.4 by Megan Bowen, and there's been modified. Now, if these revisions aren't something that I really am excited about, I'm capable of viewing the original, deleting the original, or restoring the original. I want to go over this marketing term success spreadsheet with a colleague. I'm going to go ahead and share that one. Great, so now my colleague will receive a link in her email and have the ability to kind of edit this file. Now I just got a notification that Christy is also editing this online with me. We can see what she's doing. She's editing that cell. We can even open a chat to her. Now this is my personal SharePoint site that only I see. It's got a quota of data that is generally 1 terabyte, depending on your licensing, and it's 1 terabyte per user. So if I were to have a series of documents that are just my documents, my personal things that I use, they would live here. Microsoft has the OneDrive client. So what that does is it gives me a folder, right? A local folder where files are created locally. They appear to be local to me. This is actually the identical data. And from this interface, it's very familiar for users to open documents. So Microsoft came up with the concept of group. They said a group is an easy to spin up SharePoint site with these kind of vital normal pieces. Users could create them on the fly. So here we have exactly that. Here's our business development group. We have our members. We have our shared conversation. We have a file share that's on SharePoint and our notebook. So we have our 365 platform with lots of tools. We have SharePoint, we have OneDrive, we have groups, we have Skype. How could we unify all that, right? How can we put that in one location that the user could easily have access to and kind of be my daily console of how I work? So here comes Microsoft Teams. You can have a myriad of add-on pieces. So here's a PowerPoint presentation that's stuck to the group. That I can edit, that I can download, that's kind of collateral or information that each person within the team could use, and distance is no longer an issue. So if something that Denver's working on and it's sitting on the Denver files share and I'm in Minnesota and I need to get on the Denver server so I can see the file shares, this kind of negates all of that. And that's a real common problem that happens in any kind of multi-state in an international environment. You're working with a centralized set of data or a spread out set of data that is geographically limited. Here you're limited by the bandwidth, right? And I can tell you, for being an admin for many, many years, is that call in the middle of the night where you're getting alerts, the file server's down, somebody can't get on the VPN, somebody can't log in. These are all things that are there to circumnavigate, right? I don't worry about RAID controllers and drives and server health. Backups, these are not my concern, right? And that right there is, it's a lot of peace of mind when it's your phone that rings at 3 in the morning.